Huawei is very dangerous.
Rarely does a country go to war with a private company.
We have met the enemy, and it is Huawei.
We're not going to do business with Huawei.
Huawei represents a national security risk.
But is this really about Huawei, or is it something bigger than that?
900 million devices. That's how many gadgets are now running on an operating system that didn't even exist 5 years ago. And no, it's not Android, it's not iOS. So what exactly is happening here? In May 2019, the Trump administration dropped what many called a nuclear bomb on Huawei. Overnight, the company lost access to Google's Android operating system and all its services. No Gmail, no YouTube, no Google Maps, no Play Store. Tech analysts worldwide wrote Huawei's obituary. One prominent Silicon Valley investor declared they'll be dead within 2 years. Another said no company can survive without Google's ecosystem. They were all catastrophically wrong. What happened next defied every single prediction. Instead of crumbling, Huawei did something that seemed impossible. They built their own operating system from scratch. Not just a cheap Android knockoff, but a completely new platform designed to work seamlessly across phones, tablets, watches, TVs, and even cars. They called it HarmonyOS, and by early 2025, it's become the fastest growing operating system in tech history. The numbers are absolutely staggering. In 2024 alone, Huawei's revenue surged past 860 billion yuan. That's over $118 billion, marking a 22% jump from the previous year. This isn't just recovery. This is the company's fastest growth rate in nearly a decade. In China's smartphone market, Huawei rocketed from 4th place to 2nd, with shipments exploding by 37%, while Apple's sales dropped 17% in the same period. But here's where it gets really interesting. The latest version, HarmonyOS 6, isn't just competing with Android. It's pioneering features that Google is scrambling to match. The system now includes advanced AI agents that can automate complex tasks without users needing any programming knowledge. Imagine telling your phone to book your entire vacation, and it handles everything from flights to restaurant reservations, learning your preferences along the way. Dr. Cheney, a senior architect who worked on HarmonyOS development, explains they asked themselves a simple question. If we could redesign mobile computing from the ground up, knowing everything we know today, what would we build? The answer wasn't Android. The Mate 60 Pro smartphone became the symbol of this transformation. When it launched in 2023, Western experts were stunned. Despite sanctions blocking access to advanced chip-making technology, Huawei had somehow created a phone with 5G-like speeds using their homegrown Kirin 9100 processor. Sales exploded so quickly that stores couldn't keep them in stock. Young Chinese professionals started calling it the Patriot phone, a device that proved China didn't need Western technology to innovate. This momentum accelerated with the Mate 70 series. These aren't just phones, they're showcases of what's possible when a company is forced to reimagine everything. The devices feature 100W fast charging that can power up a dead battery in minutes, foldable screens that feel like magic, and AI capabilities that make Siri look ancient. Most remarkably, they often cost less than comparable Google Pixel or Samsung devices. Then, in November 2025, Huawei launched the Mate 70 Air with a starting price of 4,199 yuan, equivalent to approximately $580. The device measures an impossibly thin 6.6 millimeter, earning it the distinction of being the thinnest flagship in the entire Mate series history. What's even more remarkable is that Huawei managed to pack a massive 6,500 mAh silicon carbon battery into this ultra-slim profile. The frame utilizes aerospace-grade titanium alloy, the same material choice that mirrors Apple's recent iPhone Pro models, but at literally half the cost. The display is a massive 7 inches, providing users with expansive visual real estate that exceeds the iPhone 16 Pro Max's 6.9-inch display and the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra's 6.8-inch screen. The app situation tells another remarkable story. When Google Play became unavailable, pessimists predicted users would abandon Huawei phones in droves. Instead, Huawei's app gallery now serves 580 million monthly active users. Major developers are racing to ensure their apps work perfectly on HarmonyOS, with over 50 AI-powered applications already integrated into the system. But perhaps the most significant development is happening in semiconductors and artificial intelligence. In a single day, $127 billion evaporated from NVIDIA's market value. Not because of a scandal, but because Huawei announced the Ascend 910C, an AI chip that doesn't just compete with NVIDIA's flagship H100, it matches it. According to analysts, Huawei achieved something remarkable by taking two of their previous generation 910B processors and integrating them into a single package through advanced engineering techniques that effectively double the computing power and memory capacity. Li Wei, a senior analyst at China Renaissance, called it a game changer, noting that the Ascend 910C achieves performance levels that directly challenge what was supposed to be an insurmountable American advantage. Paul Triolo, a partner at consulting firm Albright Stonebridge Group, expressed what many in the industry were thinking, but hesitant to say out loud. Many thought it was technically impossible under current sanctions. The chip is manufactured using SMIC's 7nm N+2 process. Current production sees yields of only around 20%, far below the 70% typically required for commercial viability. But Huawei has already begun distributing samples to potential customers and accepting orders with an ambitious target of ramping up production to 100,000 units within the year. And there's more. The Shanghai Institute of Optics and Fine Mechanics, led by researcher Lin Nan, has been working on building an extreme ultraviolet light source platform. This is the very technology that sits at the heart of the world's most advanced chip manufacturing process. Since 2019, the United States successfully pressured the Dutch government to prevent ASML from selling these machines to China. Each ASML EUV lithography machine costs over $150 million. Yet, according to insiders and recent statements from Chinese semiconductor officials, Lin Nan's team has achieved power output and operational stability parameters that are internationally competitive. On May 19, 2025, something happened that Microsoft never saw coming. Huawei walked into a packed launch event in Chengdu, China, and unveiled the world's first personal computers running entirely on HarmonyOS 5, their homegrown operating system that doesn't need Windows, Google, or any American technology to function. The MacBook Pro starts at 7,999 yuan, around $1,108. While the jaw-dropping MacBook Fold Ultimate Design, an 18-inch foldable OLED laptop, is priced at 23,99999 yuan, $3,228. Both devices are powered by Huawei's Kirin X90 processor and represent 5 years of development involving over 10,000 engineers and 2,700 patents. But here's the kicker. This isn't just another product launch. This is China declaring full digital independence from Silicon Valley. And the numbers prove it's working. When US sanctions hit Huawei back in 2019, cutting them off from Android and Windows, most analysts predicted the company would collapse within months. Instead, they spent the next 5 years building something that now runs on 1 billion active devices. HarmonyOS has achieved what seemed impossible just 2 years ago. In Q4 2024, it captured 19% of China's smartphone market, officially overtaking Apple's iOS at 17%, while Android held 64%. By Q2 2025, HarmonyOS maintained 17% market share, consistently outperforming iOS for 6 consecutive quarters. Globally, HarmonyOS holds 4% market share, but inside China, it's the second largest mobile operating system, and now it's coming for the PC market, where Windows controls 80.18% of Chinese computers as of Q1 2025. The MacBook Pro weighs just 970 grams, making it lighter than the MacBook Air. Yet it packs a 14.2-inch OLED display with 3.1K resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and 1000 nits peak brightness. The device measures only 13.5 mm thick and comes with up to 32 GB RAM and 2 TB SSD storage. The $70 battery delivers 10.2 hours of usage with 140 W fast charging support. But the real innovation is the MateBook Fold Ultimate design. When unfolded, it reveals an 18-inch 3.3K OLED screen with 1600 nits peak brightness. Fold it down, and you get a compact 13-inch device that's only 7.3 mm thick and weighs 1.116 kilograms. The magnetic keyboard adds just 290 grams and 5 mm to the total thickness. Huawei solved the decades-old trade-off between screen size and portability with engineering that feels like science fiction. HarmonyOS 5 isn't some rushed alternative thrown together to survive sanctions. It's a complete ground-up rebuild featuring a microkernel architecture that Huawei claims offers 1,000th the attack surface of Windows, meaning significantly fewer vulnerabilities for hackers to exploit. The system boots 32% faster than Windows 11 on equivalent hardware and uses 29% less memory during multitasking. According to the China Software Testing Center, users report that a 1 GB PowerPoint file opens in just 1 second compared to 3 to 5 seconds on Windows. The operating system supports over 1,100 peripheral devices and features the Xiaoyi AI assistant powered by Huawei's Pangu models. Xiaoyi can generate presentation templates, translate images in real time, summarize 2-hour meetings into comprehensive documents within minutes, and handle system-level automation with voice commands like change mouse color or split documents. The cross-device integration is where HarmonyOS becomes genuinely revolutionary. Through Huawei's distributed architecture, you can drag files from your phone to your laptop without cables or cloud sync, redirect your phone's camera to your PC during video calls with a single touch, and use one keyboard and mouse to control your PC, tablet, and phone simultaneously. The system detects your face direction and follows your gaze to move the cursor seamlessly between devices. Over 230 million devices have been linked using this super device framework as of Q1 2025. Files flow instantly, calls transfer without interruption, and screens extend wirelessly to create immersive workspaces that make Windows feel like it's stuck in 2010. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the app ecosystem. At launch in May 2025, HarmonyOS PC supported over 1,000 applications, including 150 native PC apps. By September 2025, that number exploded to 800 plus apps. By November 2025, HarmonyOS PC ecosystem reached 10,000 plus desktop apps. Major Chinese platforms are fully optimized, including WPS Office, rebuilt from 40 million lines of code specifically for HarmonyOS, WeChat, QQ, Bilibili, Douyin, DingTalk, QQ Music, Xiaohongshu, and ZWSUC-AD. WPS. Office alone resolved over 500 technical challenges and added features like dual screen presenter mode and one-click AI-generated slides designed for the MateBook Fold. But here's where reality bites. Adobe Creative Suite, Microsoft Office, Zoom, AutoCAD, MATLAB, and most international enterprise software remain unavailable. Windows supports over 660,000 applications for Chinese users doing standard productivity work. HarmonyOS PC is completely viable for international users or creative professionals who rely on specific Western software. It's not ready yet. The geopolitical implications are staggering. Huawei's Windows license expired in March 2025 after U.S. export restrictions in 2024 completely cut the company from Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm chip supplies. China's government isn't just supporting this transition, they're mandating it. Public institutions across Guangdong, Hubei, and Jiangsu provinces have already begun rolling out HarmonyOS across their systems with a national directive requiring full transition to domestic operating systems by 2027. On November 2nd, 2025, something happened that Silicon Valley hoped you wouldn't notice. Huawei quietly released two desktop computers that completely changed the game in the tech war between the United States and China. The Shenyun W515Y and W555Y aren't just another product launch. These machines represent the first time a Chinese company has built desktop computers that don't need a single American component to function. Right now, these systems are being deployed across Chinese government offices and state-owned enterprises running on processors that Washington said couldn't exist. Here's what makes this absolutely shocking. These desktops are powered by the Kirin 9000X processor, an 8-core, 16-thread chip running at 2.5 GHz that was developed entirely by HiSilicon, which is Huawei's semiconductor division. But here's the crazy part. Huawei hasn't even officially announced this chip exists. There's no press release, no technical specifications on their website, nothing. Yet it's sitting inside commercial desktop computers being sold across China. Does HarmonyOS destroy Windows? Not yet, but it proves the duopoly can be challenged. It shows that innovation can come from unexpected places when necessity demands it. Huawei faced sanctions, lost access to Google Android, got cut off from Windows, and responded by building an entire ecosystem from scratch. That's not just engineering prowess. That's resilience on a scale rarely seen in corporate history. Whether you buy a HarmonyOS PC or not, this changes everything. Competition is back. Innovation accelerates. Consumers win. The future of computing just got infinitely more interesting. What do you think? Can HarmonyOS truly challenge the Windows-Apple duopoly globally, or will it remain a China-only phenomenon? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech wars reshaping our world.